This is it, the restart, and the white flag. 1 lap to go at Watkins Glen. Can any of these people behind Tony Stewart take the win away?
There he goes. That was pretty early. Green.
Final lap at Watkins Glen. Not able to get a run on Robbie Gordon. Looked like he had a brief look on him. Have not heard a penalty call on Tony Stewart, so the restart stands. And now he's half a lap away from the checkered flag.
One more time. Oh, no.
One off in the dust in turn 1.
He drove out of it, though.
That was Ricky Craven. What a week it's been for Tony Stewart. Spent much of this week in turmoil. After the incident after Indianapolis last Sunday, thought he might lose his job in this car. The fine from NASCAR, the fine from his sponsor. He has agreed to undergo anger management counseling, trying to overcome the temper problems that have dogged him throughout his career. Today, he's funneled that anger into a powerful drive. As he comes to the final corner, Tony Stewart is going to win at Watkins Glen, his 3rd win of the season, and his 1st win at this historic road course. Stewart's your victor.
We had too good a race car to give it up.
Man, I'm so impressed with this run today.
And now the white flag is up, and we're on the final lap here at Watkins Glen. Another 10 or so gear shifts, 7 corners plus the inner loop for Tony Stewart to find victory lane. We're assuming he'll find victory lane.
I bet he will.
Today.
And there goes the 41 car, Benny.
Yep, he's still running. White flag. Marty may be right. We'll see.
Well, can we say Jimmy was right?
Jimmy was right. Jimmy Elliott was right. Yeah, not Marty. Tony, very impressive today.
This is a team that has endured its share of ups and downs, the different things that happen to them, the controversy that seems to just build up and swirl around them from time to time. Last weekend at the Brickyard 400, Tony Stewart not able to come up with the result that he so badly wants at that racetrack. Brushed it off probably as well as he ever has. A disappointment at Indianapolis particularly. And here at Watkins Glen today, overcoming the physical cramps that have dogged him throughout the day, and he's going to ride his way to a dominating win. He'll lead half the race today and take his 2nd Watkins Glen checkered flag. Tony Stewart is the winner. 2nd and a half margin of victory over Ron Fellows. Stewart leads 46 of the 90 laps. His 2nd win of 2004. And his 3rd victory on a road course. Look at Casey Mears wiggling it to the finish line. He ran out of gas just a couple of hundred.
One attempt to get a green-white checkered finish. Dave Burns.
The 7 car of Robbie Gordon has been on the radio to his crew chief. He said, wow, this is going to get interesting. Crew chief radioed back, this is where you get to make the corporate decision. He meant what you do with the company car going into turn 1. Marty?
Dave Borishead wanted to make sure that they were good on fuel. They are good on fuel. He was concerned about the last restart as well. He did talk about it. Felt it was too slow. Hopes this one is quicker by Tony Stewart.
All right, here we go.
Got to go in deep.
Go, go, go.
There again, Stewart gets a great restart, and they're not even close enough to try to outbreak him.
Said looking to the inside of Robbie will not get there. Give a call to Jimmy Johnson in that 48. He's had a solid day. Good performance.
Man, oh man, Tony Stewart just drove away on the restart, and these guys right behind, knowing he was going to do that. So I got to give Tony Stewart credit as much as blame as anything.
Yeah, I mean, both those last restarts have been, he got him. He fooled him.
That's right. He just drove away from him.
Through the inner loop. Then the carousel. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Stewart's okay with that battery?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Fresh battery should last for a couple of laps.
Especially with everything on.
Out of turn 7 to the pit stretch. White flag, last lap at the Glen. Dave Burns.
Robbie Gordon radioed his crew, no way we're going to make it. We're done. I don't know if he meant he's out of fuel, if there's no way he can catch the 20. And no, he's not catching the 20.
That's probably what he's talking about. They're just not going to catch the 20 because the car certainly seems to be under power.
Well, this 20 team is in top championship form right now. Off the win at Indianapolis a week ago. Headed for victory lane here at Watkins Glen. To Michigan next week and then Bristol.
I mean, in 2 laps, he has pulled out to a 2.5 lead on really good drivers and race cars.
Won at Sonoma earlier this year. Tony Stewart, the new road course king in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Sweeps off of 7, makes the right-hander. He can see the checkered flag now. Tony Stewart goes back-to-back and wins at the Glen.
Talk about dominating.
His 3rd win at Watkins Glen, all in the last 4 races. His 3rd straight road course win, and the 5th driver of all time to do that.
Center coming up next at the conclusion of these 3 laps here. Great action as Gordon trying to hold off Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards, and Denny Hamlin. Kurt Busch in the 2 car right behind Boris Said. That is for position. That is for the 13th spot, 12th spot.
Looks like these guys have been duking it out. You see some damage on the front end of the 2 car of Kurt Busch. He finally gets by Boris Said.
And you can tell Kurt's racing for a championship, too. He's really getting aggressive with it. You see the 2 car, the middle light car, the right front headlight door tore up, and he just stuck his hand out the window and told Boris, thanks a lot. Dave, you got more?
Rusty just driving hard for Kurt Busch. 2 restarts ago, he restarted 22nd. On this restart, he restarted 15th. He is picking him off, and that's what he had to do.
He's got a fast car.
And Jeff Gordon has spun around with 2 laps to go, the leader.
Keep going, keep going. Come on. Come on. Keep digging. Keep digging hard. Right there, come on.
Unbelievable. Turn 1 again. All day long, guys, we've had problem in turn 1. And the leader feeling the pressure from Tony Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart did it earlier in the race and was able to make up for it later. Now here, Carl Edwards all over Tony Stewart.
All over Tony Stewart at the inner loop. They're coming down for the white flag this time. Stewart trying to get his 4th win here. Carl Edwards trying to win for the first time at Watkins Glen.
You got to believe when Stewart saw Jeff Gordon spin, he slowed and got the 99 of Carl Edwards right on his bumper. And now Tony's trying to shake him loose, get away from him. Let's take a look at this replay.
Jeff Gordon's been able to outbrake Tony Stewart into this corner every lap. He just tried just a little too hard right here.
Guys, it appears another classic case of wheel hopping getting at the corner. You see the rear end jump around, wheel hop again. Felt that pressure from Stewart. You just know he did.
White flag for Tony Stewart. Trying to pick up his 3rd win in 2007, and his 4th win here at Watkins Glen. Can he hold off the charging 99 of Carl Edwards, who, by the way, is driving with an injured thumb, a previously dislocated thumb and a bandage, trying to shift gears and hang on to that steering wheel.
Well, Jerry, he just cleared the most critical part on the racetrack, turn 1. That has ate everybody's lunch today. He's just got to get through this inner loop clean. Let's watch him get through here. Nice, smooth turns, not aggressive. You see Carl Edwards' left front tire in the air. He's driving hard. And Andy in turn 9 coming to 10. He's about got this thing home.
Carl's not giving up, though. He's just trying as hard as he can to get right to the bumper of the 20 car, Tony Stewart.
Carl's got 2 more shots, the entry at 10 and the entry at turn 11 to catch him.
And Carl goes off the racetrack.
Edwards off in the gravel. Here comes Tony Stewart out of turn 11. And congratulations to Team Chevy driver Tony Stewart, winner of the Nextel Cup at Watkins Glen.
Denny Hamlin's teammate comes in second.
And take a look at Jimmy Johnson, brings it home third with Ron Fellows, and Robbie Gordon bringing in the 5th spot. And you got to hand it to Carl Edwards. He went for it. He went for the victory going into 10.
And he still comes home with a top 10 finish. He cleared the gravel trap, came home 8th.
Now, I guarantee he never lifted when he was going through the gravel. I have never seen a race like this in a long time. This is the wildest, most exciting race I've ever seen at Watkins Glen in a car tomorrow.
Young in there all day.
I love road racing.
It's crazy.
Tony Stewart picks up his 3rd win in the last 4 races after a 20-race
Pretty good hand so far.
In the 26-year history of NASCAR racing at Watkins Glen, there has never been a last lap pass here for the victory. And if it's going to happen, it needs to happen right now. White flag for Tony Stewart, and there's the interval back between Stewart and Ambrose.
Well, it's all about the fuel now. There's not going to be a pass unless something happens as far as the fuel goes.
Okay. It's gut check time right now. You got to think even both of them are thinking about saving, just try to feather foot it up through here, because the only thing that's going to lose it for him is running out of fuel.
Yeah, but if you're the 47, you don't want to lose contact with him in case that happens coming out of the last corner. Yeah. You want to be able to have that opportunity.
The top 6 cars are very, very close on fuel. Got to be wondering if they can make it another half a lap. Tony Stewart trying to make it and win the race. Marcus Ambrose trying to make it and finish 2nd, or maybe hope Tony Stewart doesn't.
Looks like they're going to make it. This is going to be the critical corner here.
The 1 car, Martin Truex, we are told, slowing over in the back of the course. He may be out of fuel.
Great run by Tony Stewart today, though. Showed why he's so good.
Coming out of turn 11, it will be official. Tony Stewart wins at Watkins Glen. Marcus Ambrose, best career finish in 2nd spot, and Carl Edwards will come home from the back of the pack in 3rd. Kyle Busch 4th. Greg Biffle, the first ever top 5 here.